Tonight, a Coin 6 unsolved. He was a massage therapist working in Southeast Portland and getting ready to start his own business.
He loved his family, martial arts, and doing a podcast with friends. But nearly 2 years ago, somebody ended all of that, killing Brian Spaulding right in his own Northeast Portland home. Our Amy Frazier met with his family as they continue to push for justice.
Everybody party. Do your thing. Have fun. Cut loose. Hey, don't grieve forever.
Brian Spaulding's voice and message lives on.
On to you and welcome to This Is Some Kind of Show.
It's called Some Kind of Show.
In a podcast he did with friends.
I mean, I can listen to his voice and I can hear all those stories told directly by him, which has really been a treasure since, we will never have any more conversations.
Kate Bostic is struck by an episode when her brother talks about death and how he might die.
Wrong place, wrong time. Yeah. Got in the middle of a car accident or some stupid blood loss or some.
So it was kind of eerily similar to the way he died, which was very unexpected and tragic and, potentially wrong place, wrong time.
On June 12th, 2017, Brian's parents went to his home here on Northeast 10th Avenue to check on him because he didn't show up for work as a massage therapist.
And so, into the house and found him. And called 911 and it took off from there.
George Spaulding found his son shot to death.
I still miss him every day.
As they hold tight to their memories.
Very dependable, super caring.
Every day for nearly 2 years, the same questions have haunted his family.
It just strikes me how senseless it was.
Who killed Brian and why?
A lot of people say life's not fair, but this is beyond that.
The one thing the family does know for sure is that Brian would want them to keep moving forward and to be happy. Something he talked about off the cuff in his podcast.
Dead now, I don't care. Live it up, have fun. You're still alive. Prove it.
Brian often said the phrase, "prove it." So his sister had it tattooed on her arm.
Celtic knot for family, and then his writing, "prove it."
Brian's dad also got a "prove it" tattoo as a reminder to keep going in honor of his son.
Pressing on. Living another day.
Brian's mom wears "prove it" on a bracelet. It gives her strength. Still, the loss is devastating.
Leaves a hole that you try to fill but never succeed in. And you just learn to carry it around or walk around it.
About a year ago, the family offered a $20,000 reward for information about Brian's murder.
At this point, the situation remains that they still have no firm motive or suspects.
The reward still stands, along with a Crime Stoppers reward.
Brian deserves justice. Somebody out there knows.
And the family says some answers would bring them some peace.
Because there's so many questions around it, I don't think nothing will make it okay, but maybe I could put it to rest and then I can get back to remembering all the good times that we had and not let this moment in his life define everything, because that's not fair to him. His life was much greater and much longer than the moment it took to end it.
Gentlemen, last words.
No, keep your head up. Yeah, try not to kill people.
And with that, goodbye.
Amy Frazier, Coin 6 News.
Once again, there is a $20,000 reward in this case. If you have any information, you should contact Portland Police, and we posted the detective's information for you at coin.com.